Hi, it's Tracy with Living in the Paradise, and today we have the mother lode. Take a look at this. Look at all those lobsters. They've been overnight sitting in the cooler, packed with ice, then a layer of paper, and then some more paper on top and everything at the Rockland Elks Lodge. We do have a lobster guy here, lobster fisherman. His name's Darren, and he hooked us up. Obviously, we paid for them because, you know, we want to support all of our fellow brothers and sisters. But what a deal, too. If you are an elk and you do come to this location, you can ask him if he has anything available. And also, they also do the rock crab meat as well. Sometimes that's not available readily as well. But, you know, depends on how many days you're going to be here. Always give it a shot. We're going to cook these bad boys today, and I'm going to show you how we do it. Okay, warning, if you do not want to see a lobster being cooked, do not watch this video, because we're going to cook some lobster now. Now, the tip is, so I don't stab them in the head or anything like that. I'm just going to put them in the water, but the tip was here in Maine is to put them in head first so they die quicker, okay? Because I do want to be as humane as possible. Thank you for their lives. They're going to be luscious, but I don't like this part either, but this is what we have to do to get lobster, okay? Thank you for your life. Here we go. We're just going to do one at a time because we have this pot, and then I also was told I used to steam them in here, so I used to have the steamer basket on top, and then I would just steam them. I put like probably 2 or 3 of them, depending on the size, and I would steam that way. Apparently they suffered a little bit longer, so I'm changing my method out, and so he's already dead. I don't hear him kicking around at all, so that's a good part of this procedure, is doing that. And then the professionals say once this comes back to a royal boil again, then set your timer. These are 2.5-pound lobsters, so we're going to set the timer for 25 minutes. 20 minutes sometimes people do if they're small lobsters, but 25 minutes is what we're going to do today, and we'll see how it looks, okay? Okay, guys, here we are. Here's our beautifully cooked lobster. Look how bright red it was. Again, he did not suffer very long at all. This new way of cooking I'm doing is a lot humane for them, so kudos to that. Anyway, this is how we're going to break this sucker apart. Now, this is a 2.5-pound lobster, which means it is thick, and it is going to be hard to get these claws open. But either use your paper towels, or if you guys have lots of tea towels around, then use your tea towels. First thing I like to do is I'm going to grab it from the head and from the tail, and I'm just going to simply pull the tail up so it breaks off from there. And look at that meat. Can you say appetizer with butter? That's what I can say. So anyway, we're going to put that aside, let this cool off a little bit more. I did let it cool off about 5 minutes before I tackled this. You can do longer, but I kind of like to do it when it's warm as well, because I just can't wait to get in there and eat it, you know what I'm saying? So I have no patience at all when it comes to that. Anyway, we're going to just take off the claws here. Alright. Now, this stuff right there, that is not, don't eat that. That came out of the body. Do not eat that part right there. All this we're going to be able to eat. Now, what we used to do when we really did not have much lobster at all, and the kids wanted some lobster, we would actually give them the little legs. So, little legs there, and you can just break those off. Make sure they don't eat the part that came out of the body, but you can break these apart and with your teeth, or if you're serving people. I told you I can't wait. When you're serving people, you actually, I don't have a rolling pin, but you take a rolling pin and then you just smooth it out with your rolling pin, and then the meat will just pop right out. Or this is just your snack until I get to the rest of the part. Yeah, that's good. Hey, Tony. All right, so I'm going to leave these out so Tony can snack on them while I'm cracking out the rest of it. But basically, that's it. Now, I think some people will tell you that there's certain parts of the body you can eat. I'm not tackling that part yet. So, unfortunately, this stuff is not good. I don't know if you can actually use this part for stock or not. I know we can use the rest of these shells right here. So if you want to save your shells and make like a seafood stock, you can definitely do that. I am not going to do that, so this is actually going to be thrown away, and then I'll show you how to do the rest of it. All right, so now these little suckers, they're a little pointy, okay? So be careful. But your number one tool is a real hammer, not those crab hammers, a real heavy duty hammer. All right. And then what we're going to do also is that we're going to put some paper towels down, because this is going to make a mess. And that's why we're outside today, because we can be, since we're camping. That's another advantage of camping and being on the road. Broke that apart just like that. And then from here, we're just going to cover it up. Try to get a couple layers here because it's going to splat. Let's move our stuff out of the way here. And hopefully everything stays, hopefully this camera stays on the table, because I'm going to be making some rattling here. So be careful of your fingers, cover it up. I'm just going to tap it. Yeah, this table's not as secure as the one inside, but we're going to do it. All right, and then I haven't got this side yet, so I'm just going to turn it around. Still tap it, tap, tap, tap. And look at that. It's not as beautiful as the chefs do it, but that is your reward. So you can either tap it lightly or tap it heavy. You're going to have to tap it a little bit heavy just to crack it open. Let's see how it tastes. Mmm. Mmm, mmm, mmm. 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 Mmm, mmm, mmm. Mmm. This is so good. Mmm. We do have our second one cooking over there, by the way. This is going to be my project this morning, is opening up all these things. We are probably going to eat a lot this morning, just because that's what we do. And then I'm going to save some for later. I am going to do a couple recipes. I am going to do my own version of a hot lobster roll. And then I'm probably going to do a lobster bisque, but with, you know, lots of lobster in there. See how that just comes right out. And then if you need to have another knife here, you can like scoop it out as well, just like that. Okay, so let's save some of that meat for Tony. And then this one, okay, this one's gonna be a little bit tougher too. So again, I hope that let me have a little sip here. I hope that I don't knock over my butter or anything like that. So sometimes people, see, you can tell the juice that comes out, it's so juicy. Sometimes people like to pull this out, sometimes not. It just depends on how you're feeling, right? So I'm going to start tapping it first. I probably will use a whole roll of paper towels today, just so you know. All right, so this one's going to be a little bit tougher, okay? Watch your fingers. All right, that was a good one. All right, so then, now that I got that good one in there, I'll show it to you. See that nice little crack there? Okay. So then we're just going to tap it around too. See, it's very hard. Give it a few taps so we can peel it open. I mean, you know, sort of like, if, you know, my friends from Maryland and people who love to eat Maryland crabs. I mean, it's like the same thing, right? So, you know, we're making a mess to get some lusciousness here. All right, so that one didn't come out too good. This part I don't like. Tony does like it. It is edible. I don't prefer it myself. So I save all those for him. Yay for Tony. And then you're just literally just peeling the stuff around. I mean, this one is not that bad. Not that hard at all. It's really coming off good. It actually might be the way that I cooked it this time too. Because I cooked it fast. So, you know, it wasn't a slow boil. Look at that. That is just so beautiful. I mean, how would you not want to have that on your plate right now, right? And Tony is washing the rig, so he cannot come over here right now, so I might have to eat his piece for him. Sorry, Tony. And there's none of that little cartilage in there either. So here we go. I mean, look at that big piece. Again, this is like a 2.5 pound lobster here. Oh my gosh, that is so good. All right, so we know how to do that one. So to make this video short, because I'm going to start eating, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do the tail. All right, so the tail, here it is after we detached it. And I'm going to take this paper towels again, because these are definitely worth it. So we're going to grab both sides And what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel this, I'm going to break this part off so it's easier to get into, okay? So I'm going to hold it here and here. All right, and then see, I'm just breaking it open. See how that popped out? I love that. Yeah, one or two things you can do from here. Sometimes you can actually just pull this meat right out, but it's usually stubborn. So let's see if we can do it this time. See if I can get a whole piece in here. Wiggle around. Okay, so it's being a little bit stubborn. So, kitchen shears. All we're gonna do is just cut right down the back here. Right down the back. All right. And then we get to play with our food a little bit more. This part is, sometimes it hurts your fingers, sometimes not. I mean, sometimes I put more paper towels on, like that, so I can get a bit of grip. See how that just came right apart? And look at this. Oh my gracious. Oh my gracious, I'm having a great day today already. And it's only 8 o'clock in the morning, I think, or 9. Look at that. Look how beautiful. Mwah, 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 mwah. No, it's so good. All right, so this is how you deconstruct a lobster. And how beautiful is it? And it is definitely worth it to me to get the bigger lobster, because then once you break it open, you have a lot more meat. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, 1 1/4s are great, 1 1/2s are wonderful, but I think I'm really enjoying these 2 1/2 pounders. They're very sweet, very good. Came right out of the ocean yesterday, and we're cooking them today, and we're just having a great time here. And we'll catch you on the next cooking show. This is Tracy with Living in La Paradise.